Hey folks, Average Joe Chris here. Um, no big hike or outdoor adventure on this episode. Um, Today we just decided to have a nice relaxing day. We packed the charcoal barbecue up in the cooler and we headed to Middle Musquodoboit at the provincial park here in Musquodoboit Valley. I may have partaken a little of the jazz cabbage, so I'm going to try to get through this. But so in my first episode, I talked about my experience with mental health and dealing with that. Since that, I've actually, a lot of things been popping up in my feed about neurodivergent and in particular autism spectrum and ADHD. So the more I read these articles and stuff that have been popping up and did some more research, I realized that um, my anxiety and depression probably weren't actually my official diagnosis. I think they were actual symptoms of the actual root issue, and I believe that I'm neurodivergent. Um, Autism, I have traits of both autism and ADHD. Um, I pick my skin, I pick my nails, I sometimes have to interject and interrupt a conversation by relating my own personal experience of that topic. Um, Noise, loud and certain noises bother me and really kind of overwhelm me, but I also need noise in the background to be able to focus. Um, I crave routine, but sometimes struggle with maintaining the consistency needed for routine. So that's the fucked up part about this is I've been reading more about not a it's not accepted yet, but it's being spoken about more and more in that realm of medicine. And it's AUDHD, where a person has some traits of autism and some traits of ADHD, and the traits quite often are in contradiction to one another. So that makes it the messed up part is you're constantly fighting that battle between I need routine, but this is boring the hell out of me. And just things like that. So anyway, I haven't been officially diagnosed, but everything I read is starting to flip a switch in my brain where I'm going, aha, this explains a lot. Um, I don't know. I mean, I'll look into the cost and the process of maybe getting properly diagnosed. I know there's nothing they can do. I mean, they can medicate for ADHD, but again, symptoms of it. There's no cure for that or autism. But I think knowing is most of the battle because then I can figure out how like coping mechanisms. I mean, I've been masking this kind of my whole life and figuring out ways to try to cope with it. Um, but having that professional supportive help, I think might make a difference. Anyway, that was what I was thinking about today and this week, and wanted to kind of share that. Um, anyway, look after yourself, look after each other, and just be kind. All right, have a good one.